Who, in their right mind, would not have ABS standard on this car? Who, in their right mind, would think this car is not balanced against the Banshee, the Comet, the Coquette? I'm not even going off their shitty default handling. Every single one of those cars needed help. Well, except the Comet. Here we go. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I manually added the louvers and the rear spoiler. It's a nice-looking car. It's an E46 with some, we'll say, references to older Sentinels games. It's a cool-looking car, but you're gonna see this car's got a lot of shit wrong with it. For one, not having ABS standard when you're like constantly braking and turning at the same time. This is a fucking joke. Like the rate of speed that you can attain with this car. And not only that, this is also a newer car. I can tell you for a fact, E46 3 Series have ABS standard, period. The other thing is, although this is slightly hard to demonstrate, this is like the Ruiner except worse with the default handling line. It lacks downforce really badly. I mean, I don't remember the exact time in the video, but I know back when I did some getaways with this thing with the Mafia Sentinel, I was able to get the thing to flip over on high-speed corners because it just lacks so much downforce. I don't mind the body roll. The body roll doesn't necessarily mean it handles poorly. It's just for as much as this is a sports car, it feels clumsy sometimes. Like it doesn't like repeated maneuvers. It loses. See how much I'm using a lot of speed here. Also, the wheels are very fragile, which makes sense. They're kind of pushed to the outer four corners of the car. And this is what I mean. Like, if you're going to have weak wheel durability, you damn well better have good handling. And this car has neither. And it has shitty downforce on top of that. Like, it flies over bumps that it shouldn't. I mean, it's an easy enough fix. I'm just going to probably quintuple the downforce and leave everything else alone. But really, I mean, even with buff downforce, this will have trouble against a stock Comet and a stock Coquette. Yeah, the Coquette's gonna have more understeer, but the Coquette's also got wider proportions. But I feel like the Coquette's wheels are slightly better than this in terms of taking hits. Like this thing, you got to be careful. You got to angle it. Very similar to the Comet, you got to either take it square on at 90 degrees, or you got to angle it so it'll hit just before or just ideally just after the wheel, at least in the front.
So look out.
It's just a weird car. It doesn't really. I mean, it's literally two lines, like two values: center of gravity and then the handling flags. Okay, you want to see an indictment of this thing's downforce value? Watch this. I'm not even going to be going that fast, and I guarantee you, we will be able to clear that concrete retaining wall. I'm not even getting that much speed. Yeah, this car has decent acceleration. Certainly for its class, and certainly in an overall sense, but we're going to clear this. Watch this. I don't even think I was bottom of third gear, if that. I mean, that's a fucking joke, man. That's a really sick joke. Now we're going to have some fun. Oh, of course, it's not going to do it now. It's not cooperating, but I guarantee you this car will. I'll find a way to get this thing airborne in a really annoying way and demonstrate just how the lack of downforce fucks you. Like that. I should not be catching that much air off that. Remember, the E46 3 Series was the heaviest 3 Series that had ever been produced. Because it went E30, E36, E46, E91, E90, E91, E92, and I think FO1? This is F10, M5, FO37 series. Yeah, FO1, 3 series. Oh, yeah, there we go. Finally got it. Take a severe bump at a bad angle, this thing will lose its line, and it will go flying. And so if you get cars around you that, say, want to kill you, they will hurt you. And combine that with the bad wheel durability, you're in trouble. This car falls apart really fucking quick. It's not as good as you think it is for 6-star getaways, and it's also somewhat wide. Look at that, flipped me right over. Granted, he was going somewhat quick, but not that quick. Remember, it's a police patrol. It's the slowest accelerating police vehicle, short of an Enforcer, Stockade, or News Patriot. What a fucking joke. Look at that, look how much air I caught off that. I want to try another. Let's try this. Oh, hey, there we go, got another one! Oh my god, this car is fucking horrible. What were they thinking? Yeah, I gotta quote the AV gen every now and then, don't I? Okay. See, this car is deceptively wide. It doesn't look wide. It looks kind of stocky, almost like a T-34 medium tank. But it's especially at the front. It's got a fair amount of width. Like those wider front fenders. Oh, and it's weird too because like you really do have the worst of both worlds. You have certainly for the class. You have average ground clearance. Like, it's not amazing. It's slightly better than the Comet and Coquette, but it's not that much better. And yeah, you've got a fair amount of suspension travel, so you handle bumps well. But the downforce and the handling, it's not that great. Yeah, it'll certainly run rings around like a Rumbo or a Pony, as it should. But it's just not that good. I mean, and you saw earlier when I did, like, repeated left, right, left, right, left, right. This car hates repeated back and forth corners. It loses so much fucking speed during that. That plus the lack of downforce, that plus the fragile wheels.
Let's go listen to some news.
Yeah, this car needs a buff. Underperforming E46 BMW 335i two-door is not good. I'm drunk. I'm not incoherent, but I can become incoherent. That becomes a... Oh, God, yeah, see how it doesn't really turn in? I mean, like, there it kind of did a little bit, but I brake pretty hard. The fact that RNG determines if you have ABS, which, all things equal, is a benefit in this game, you gotta have ABS. It's not like Forza. ABS is pretty much beneficial on every vehicle that it's on, that I've seen. But you know what is beneficial? A lack of downforce. Oh, I don't know how I got away with that one, but very average ground clearance. Oh, there we go. Oh, can get away with that one, though. Yup, Sentinel Master Race. I took wheel damage from that, too. I wasn't even going that fast. God almighty. How did anybody drive this car? It's really bad. It's like deceptively bad. It's got, like, the acceleration's okay, and, you know, it handles bumps, kind of. Like, in other words, this car, it doesn't bottom out over bumps, but that doesn't mean it's well set up. I mean, not bottoming out just means you have adequate suspension travel for the obstacles that you face. So like this, I'm actually doing okay here, but see how I'm kind of flying through the air? That's not a good sign. Like, I'm okay with the car using a lot of suspension travel and kind of working through there. Caught some air off that curb. But, like, anything beyond that is just not good. Oh, God, what were they thinking? Oh, now here's a nice car. Now, you want to see a real fucking one-sided comparison? Oh, I can't get it on that side, apparently. Okay. Bah! A little bit of... Yeah, baby! A little bit of power oversteer. This is a very interesting car. This thing is so much more planted. You can feel it immediately. The responses are sharper. Oh, yeah! Whoa! Only changed 3 things. Took the downforce to negative 0.46, ABS standard, and toned down the deformation to 0.77. 3 things, and this is a much better car. It reminds me of similar to the Banshee. Better ground clearance. So you've got a little bit of versatility, but I still think the Banshee is a better handling car. This is just slightly more versatile. I do like the quicker reflexes, though, and it doesn't lose a lot of speed in back and forth corners now, if you know what I mean. It's good with speed. See? I barely lose any speed doing that now. Be more careful. The car maintains its velocity, as it should. But the brakes are better now, too, although, considering the car isn't losing contact with the ground, that's probably an indirect buff to braking power. You'll see what I mean. I'm going to go through this section really fast. I'm not going to take my foot off the gas. A little bit right here. It's traffic here. Oh! There's other cars on the road. Oh, come on, Crown Vic. You didn't need to do that. Amazing how small changes can turn a car from underperforming to excellent. You just got to know what values to change. Wow. Yeah, toning down the deformation even slightly is enough to get you a little bit more room for error when angling. And also, in the event that you do get hit, you do have a little bit more room for error, because I thought, you know, for a car to be as fragile as this thing is, it's got to be, like, God tier. And the Sentinel will never be God tier. It just isn't conceived in the same vein as the Comet. Now, obviously, I could just slap down the traction deltas, torque, or drive force, and then drive bias and everything, but that's cheating. Like, every car has its own feel and its own approach to various situations. And, you know, making this a Comet would make it not a Sentinel. The Sentinel's, it's not really bad anywhere. And considering where the E46 3 Series found itself, that's about what it did. It was a car that was decently quick, had good handling, good brakes. I mean, it wasn't, oh my god, in any area, really, but it wasn't weak anywhere. Oh, I know this song. You should, too. I've only used it in several montages. So I chipped in my Carson Koch. Probably mispronouncing his name, but he's got some good stuff. Yeah, this thing is... oh my gosh. Oh, we're gonna have some fun with this. Oh, just you watch. Barely even angle, I didn't take any damage there. Oh, yes. How big's your penis? Now, what? I didn't take any wheel damage from that? Okay. I feel a lot better about this car now. As we come zipping through here. I mean, this stuff's easy. That's just basic gap control, but I think as we're going to get interesting, we're going to go through our little section of test track. I'm finding on a lot of cars with buff downforce, they like to, when they lose grip in dirt, they oversteer a lot, and then they just kind of flatten out and kind of understeer. It's really weird. I don't know if that's just how the game calculates loss of grip with high downforce. It definitely is not as, how we say, explosive or scary. It's just kind of... oh, why are you, what are you doing, buddy?
Are you crazy or stupid?
Yes! Intentionally drive like an idiot here. Oh, okay. It's not, wow, I'm actually really impressed. You get a fair amount of slip angle and you can still recover or straighten out. Obviously, in lower gears, that's a different story, and I mean, you see, I whipped it around a little bit here, but, wow. Okay. Dirt drifting car. Interesting role, although, remember, it's an E46, it can't be weak anywhere. It has to be at least okay everywhere. Oh yeah, I don't give a fuck. Oh man, this extra downforce helps this thing so much. Oh man, what a difference. You don't have to, I have no fear now. And the handling's sharper on top of that. Oh yeah. This is something you can set some high average speed with. AKA 6-star getaway machine. Power oversteer. On demand! Woo-hoo-hoo! Alright! That was pretty fun. This is actually, it's a surprisingly tossable car. Yes, she does. Look at these brakes, by the way. I braked really early there, even though I was going on a good clip. When everything I ever do. Not do smoky burnouts, though. I mean, it will, but it doesn't have that nice thunder or roar a lot of these other engines. It's...
was once a traffic cop to pilot when I get fired for looking in the windows of pretty ladies. I took their old stick and crashed the helicopter into the deli.
Oh my gosh. What a nice car. Hey, this song!
How did your life end up like this? Did you flunk out of high school?
I don't know the main, I guess, riff of the song very well, but I'm gonna try. This car is very responsive now. It is still a little slow because remember it's a Sentinel. But wow. See, I expect cars to catch a little bit of air off this, but see how it always keeps some traction on the road, and it never really it seems like it's gonna do anything dumb. See how it comps over that cleanly too? This is awesome. This is the shit you can really get used to driving quickly in. And this is what happens after a while, just going around and improving every car, but every car that's questionable. Now you get a much tighter spread in performance, whereas now there were some obvious cars that were good and certain cars that were very useless. Now, there's really a case for every single car. Just all the ones that I've touched. Oh, I did do it again. I like this maroon. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that now. Hey, I think I made my point. It gets even better if you have like an air horn or like a buzzer you do anywhere. So it goes. That'd be hilarious. Oh no! Did not have enough speed to hop that with a dirt bike. That's okay. What the hell is that crown pig doing? I'm actually really impressed with this car. I don't think this thing's ascension was quite as, we'll say, monumental as the other Ubermacht car, but it's really good. Like, it's shockingly agile. I mean, this reminds me kind of a Coquette, but without that extra degree of crazy. This is just really good. I mean, you saw the kind of angles I could recover from oversteer. Like, even that, like, it's not even half, I don't think. You saw how far it was in the dirt earlier. Keep going this way, it's good.
Time to take a little break. Don't go away. I will play with myself while I think of you, Look
at that. Took that section completely flat. Yeah, that's the mark of a good car.